I love using what God gave to me. It's so amazing. I can't explain it. Turning hope to reality. Touching your life with mine. Using the gift of my hands to create all I can.
Hello, everyone. I am Faith Godbold from A Touch of Faith. Thank you for watching the replay. Come on in. I'm excited to be back with you today as we create a beautiful tropical bow for summer. So as you're coming in, make sure you say something so I know you're here watching. And if you don't mind, if this is your first time tuning in, make sure you comment the word new, and someone from my awesome community will welcome you. And after our live is over, I will invite you to become a part of our community here at A Touch of Faith. And finally, I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. So go ahead, drop your city and state in the comments. I can't wait to see how far our broadcast is reaching. So happy Saturday. How are y'all doing today? So happy to see everyone. Donzel, I see, has already commented. Hello, hello. How are you doing? So come on in. I hope you are having an amazing day so far. It has been another hot day here in South Carolina. What about you all? Okay. So let me know if you can hear me okay, see me okay. And y'all, I'm wearing my summer shirt today because, sorry, can't summer, bye. So I thought that would be so appropriate today for the time of the year that we're in. A lot of people are on summer break from school or maybe heading out for summer vacation. I know next week with the 4th of July coming in, we have a lot of vacationing that will be happening. So yeah, I had to pull out my shirt for you all today. And this one, by the way, is available in my shop. So if that's one you're interested in, let me know and I'll drop the link in the comments for you. Oh, good to hear that. Hey, Miss Catherine has made it. How are you? So happy to see you. All right. So today, hey, Miss Kathy is here live from Wadesboro, North Carolina. Thanks, Miss Kathy, for dropping your city and state. So I've been super busy today, and I know Miss Kathy's in our creative circle. So I was already working on our design for tomorrow, which also inspired today's design. So if you're in the creative circle, hang tight. I think you're going to enjoy what we're going to create tomorrow, and it's going to be something totally different, brand new. I can't wait to share that with you. But in the meantime, today, I thought we would create a tropical bow for summer. And y'all, guess what our focus is today? We're focused on pineapples. So I have this ribbon in my stash. I couldn't help but grab it. I've used it before. It's on a white background and it has these beautiful, bright, cheery pineapples that repeat. So if you can see the yellow with the green at the top, this is going to be our inspiration. Miss Catherine, let's see, I'm gonna stand up. My shirt says, sorry, can't summer, bye. So that is available on my website. If you want that link, let me know and I'll drop it in the comments for you. I made a series of shirts for us to wear during our last day of school. And this was one that the office staff we wore. And yeah, it was a hit and I love it. So with it being summer, I said, you know what? Let me put my shirt on today. All right, so are y'all ready to get started? We're going to make a beautiful bow. We're going to actually make 2 bows. So I have my bow maker all set and ready to go. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'll grab that link real quick. And I love it. I get a lot of compliments when I wear it. I wore it when we were on vacation. Was that last week? It feels like so long ago now. And I had a couple of people notice it. So I love it. So if you have summer on your mind, this is a cute shirt that you can wear. You're welcome, Miss Catherine. All right, I just added the link for the shirt in the comments. Okay, so Donzel says it's 83 degrees in Oakland Village. Wow, Donzel, that's my kind of weather. I think I would love that. Because I think right now we have about 92, I think. So yeah, you have some great weather. I love it. All right, so let's get our ribbon all set. And if you were here last time, remember we created some car coasters for the first time and we added a cute little bow for that. So today we're going to do something for summer. So there is a close up of our ribbon. Yeah, Miss Kathy, you're about where we are too, then 91. And I was outside right before the live because we were finally working on my porch. I know I've been talking about it for a while. I wanted to kind of clean the porch a bit. So I shouldn't say we, because I didn't do it. My husband sprayed the furniture and we found this like 30 seconds cleaner. I don't know if you've ever heard of any of those, but literally you just mix the cleaning solution with water and you let it sit for 30 seconds and then you just spray it. And so literally, like the pollen that had been sitting on the little table that we have, it came off instantly because I knew that table had some white in it. And I was like, where's the white? Couldn't see it because there was still some yellow pollen. So anyway, it looks like brand new again. Our rocking chairs are all clean. And then we have a swing that had like that green, I guess it's like that green gain on it. And I was thinking we were going to have to paint it. Well, after he did that, it came off too. So it looks really nice. So now I'm excited. Hey, Mom, you're here. Hey, Sister Julia's here. So I'm excited now because I can put my new pillow for the swing out. Anyone want to take a guess as to what theme it is? You may not remember. I don't know. I know I mentioned it before, and I definitely told you about it last year when I bought it. All right, so we have our beautiful tails in. And then now, Mom Donzel said hello. All right, so now let's get ready to add in some gorgeous loops. So I wanted to create some bows that could easily be added to like a lantern or my favorite, y'all know it, my candlesticks, right? And I was thinking about the pineapples, how beautiful they are in the summer. And so that is our inspiration for today. All right, so we have 2 loops going so far. Donzel Mom said hello. Okay. We're just going to add this ribbon. I'm not mixing ribbons today. Of course, you know I love mixing, so we could pull in the green, pull in the yellow. But we're just going to go for the pineapple right now. And let me ask you all this. What colors come to your mind when you think about pineapples and tropical? Any ideas? Yeah, they are delicious. I love my pineapples like in my smoothies, which I didn't make one yet today. I was thinking about making one. So, yep, absolutely love the pineapples in my smoothies. And they are delicious as just fruit to eat, right? A lot of times when you go to like a summer cookout or a gathering, you might see a fruit tray. And of course, what are we going to see for sure? Probably pineapple. All right. So we're just going back and forth here. So definitely we are experiencing some summer weather. And I think Donzel, sounds like you're holding on to spring a little bit in your area. I love the 80s, like 80 degree, lower 80s. That's perfect. You can go even lower than that. Give me like some upper 70s. I would absolutely love that. All right, I think I'm good. I just wanted to do a few layers on each side. So let's go ahead. We're going to tie this off. Let's get some wire ready. And then we'll see how we like this one and we'll make another bow. Okay. So you don't need a lot of loops when you're making this style bow. And I do have my free bow recipe available. If you're interested, you can comment on Facebook, #bow recipe, or if you're on YouTube, it's in the description of the video. You can just click that link. All right, so let's tighten this up, and then we'll see how we like it. So it's definitely summer. I gotcha. I just love that temperature though. Now we had some rain this week. I don't know if any of you all got rain in your areas, and it turned into like, I'm going to call it like a small storm because it knocked down. We had this tree in the backyard that was an older tree, and it was already really dying anyway. You could look at it and tell because it was losing its outer layer. And that poor tree fell in the yard that Wednesday night, I think. And then we had a small tree up front that also did the same thing. It fell. It wasn't dead though, but it fell also. So yeah, we did have a little bit of a storm this week. And what was surprising was after the storm was over, the weather cooled off. I think my brother said it was like 67 degrees for him. So we definitely experienced some cooler weather thanks to that rain. So anytime that happens, that's always a good thing. I just don't like the storm. You had a storm too, Miss Kathy? Yeah, and it was thundering and lightning. So I could tell. I was like, wow, this is not just going to be regular rain tonight. So we just kind of stayed inside, and my husband was surveying the land, seeing what was going on. But we didn't hear anything. I didn't hear any trees fall. I don't remember hearing any wind, but yeah, we did have a storm. All right, so I just finished off the center of the bow right here. And does anyone decorate with fresh fruits, like themes, with your fruit themes in summer? Because we're talking about pineapples, but what other fruits do y'all decorate with? All right, so now we have our center all ready. And then we're going to just fluff out our layers. So I saved the fluffing for the end this time. Usually I like to fluff as I go, but I thought we'd do it at the end. So we have our two tails just like that. And I'll zoom you in while I fluff the bow, y'all. So come on down to my table. There we go. All right, so let's fluff our bow. And I'm just literally going to go one layer at a time, starting from the bottom. I'm going to pull this tail or this loop to the left. It probably looks like to the right, but it's to my left. I'm just going in opposite directions, okay? So left, right, and then left, right, just like that. And then once I separate them, now I'm going to start fluffing from the top down. So I'm just going to put my fingers inside and open those layers. And because of this wire ribbon, notice my loops stay open and they stay exactly the way that I want them to. And there's the first side done. And if I rotate the bow back for just a second, notice how this side right here on your left, see how nice and tall it is? So let's do the same thing to the opposite side, okay? All right, so I'm going to rotate it this way so you can see it. So last time we started by moving our loop to the left. So let's go opposite. We're going to move to the right first, then to the left, right, and then to the left. This, by the way, is also how you can store your ribbon. So when you are finished decorating for the season, just flatten your loops. And then after the season is over, pack it up, put it in a tote or a bag. And then the next season or holiday, when you're pulling it out, all you'll do is just lift those layers back up, just like so. So just put your fingers inside. You can make those layers do what you want them to do, just like that. And there we go, just like that. And I'm going to bring the tails down. Notice now how both sides of our bow, we have our loops stacked nicely and they're open. And as I turn the bow around, look at here, y'all. There's our full bow. So look at our beautiful bow that we created. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So there's our pineapple bow. What do y'all think? All right, let's make another one and then we'll get our lantern. I'll show you what it looks like on a lantern, okay? Yay, thank you, Donzel. Hey, Matt, how are you? Matt, is your family okay? They happy to be home? My brother had a wonderful surprise. That was so nice today. All right, so let's put this bow here while we make our second bow. Yay, I know, right? Wasn't that awesome? All right, let's do another one. Okay, so same ribbon. We're just going to make a matching fit. All right, so let's start with another tail. Just like so. Oh, that's good. Are y'all okay over there? Thank you all for the beautiful comments. So this will be bow number 2. And I tell you what, let me go ahead and grab the lantern now so that way you can see what it looks like while I'm working on this one, okay? So hang on, let me grab the lantern over here. So here's my lantern. Okay, just wanted to check. All right, so I'm going to tie it off. That's what the purpose of the wire on the back is for, y'all, okay? So I'm just going to add it to the top right here. Give it a couple of twists. Oh, of course. Definitely have to do that. I look forward to it. All right, here we go. I'm opening those layers, pulling the tail exactly where I want them. And usually I do this from the front, y'all. So I'm doing it from the back and kind of looking in the camera to see how it looks. So what do y'all think about that? Y'all like it? And you could put this, like I said, on candles. Like if you have the candlesticks, that's what I normally do. I'll get one of those next to show you how it would look. Okay, so this is how it would look on a lantern. All right, I'm going to place this right here while we work. So you can look at the beautiful bow as we make bow number 2. How's that sound? All right, so we have our tail all set and ready to go. So let's go ahead and drop it in. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Just like so. And I do have different size recipes, okay, for my bows. This is one of my standard sizes. All right, so let's do that same thing. We're just going to rinse and repeat, as they say. So we're going to make another loop. And I love bows. I've said this before, y'all. It's an easy way to decorate. And you'll be amazed at how just adding bows in your home, it will dress things up a bit. And I love how Miss Kathy, she actually will add bows to her curtains. And I thought that was a unique way of just adding a little extra pizzazz to your home decor. So you can place bows anywhere you want them. There's no limit. There's no right or wrong. Whatever works for you, right? All right, so I'm just opening those layers as I make each loop, just like so. So yeah, I've been super busy today trying to just prep all the things. And it's amazing how when I create things, there's always a process to it. It's not just create and then you're done. I guess if I were doing it for fun, then that would be it. But there's a whole process when I'm doing it for my business. So yeah. So what I thought was going to be maybe 30 minutes on my computer turned into like 2 hours maybe. I know it was at least an hour and a half. Okay. So tell me, would you all use this bow on like a wreath, a lantern, a gift basket. What would you use it on? I've given you some ideas. Tell me your idea. All right, let's do one more layer. And I think that's perfect. We had just enough ribbon to make that happen, y'all. Probably can get a little bit more. Let's get our wire first. I think I have enough left to make a mixed type bow, which I like to do that with different layers of ribbons. Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Miss Kathy. I love your comment. Miss Kathy says she loves using bows, especially after she got good at making them following my recipe. Oh, that makes my day, Miss Kathy. Thank you. Yeah, and it's not as hard as it may seem. And you can absolutely make your bows by hand. I do that occasionally. But for the most part, I try to make it easy. So I use my bowmaker just so I don't have to do all of the holding of the bows and the ribbons in my hands. So yeah, I appreciate that. All right, so let's finish off bow number 2. I'm going to cut the ribbon. Then we're going to finish off the center. And see, I have a little bit left. So we won't throw that away, y'all. We'll use it for something. Like I said, we'll mix it with some of the green and the yellow like you've seen me do before. We'll definitely get a good use out of it. All right. So this ribbon makes me think of like a tropical vacation. So if you could escape somewhere right now, where would you go? If you could go somewhere right now? And cost was not even a question. You don't even have to pay for it. Where would you go? All right, so we're going to add this little strip just to cover our mechanics and make our bow look finished. I love doing this step. It's making everything look put together the way we want it, right? It was fun, Mom. Okay. So center is done. And I guess y'all have to, it's time for me to do my nails again. I think this has been 2 weeks because remember I did it right before we went on vacation. So I was just thinking today I might whip out my patriotic nail polish again. I'm waiting for the next Color Street subscription box to come. And I'm trying to remember what was the theme. Do y'all remember? Let me look and see what the theme was. I can't remember right now. All right, Donzel said he would go to Japan. Ooh, I love it. That would be awesome. Let me look and see what the next Color Play Club is. Ooh, y'all, guess what July's theme is? It's fitting with this. It's called Tutti Frutti. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see what fruits they choose. That's going to be interesting. That goes right along with what we're talking about here. Maybe they'll have some pineapples. Maybe. Okay, I don't see anything else. All right, let me go back to our comment. Oh, Miss Kathy, Turks and Caicos. Oh, that would be nice. Wow. That's located, is that like, I know that's overseas. Is that like near the Bahamas and all that? That would be nice. And I feel like you went somewhere kind of liked that last year, didn't you? All right. So let's get ready to fluff again. I'm going to zoom you back in so you can see my workstation right here. Okay. I already have my tails where I want them to go. Okay. And so we're going to do the same thing again. So I always start with pulling to the left. Okay, that's what I thought, Miss Kathy. Yeah, but that would be fun. Pull to the right, left, and back to the right. Just like so. Okay. And you could do all of your separating first. So without rotating it, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. So right, left, right, and left. And look, the whole bow, this is how you would store it right here. You could just flatten it and store it. Okay. What do y'all think about that? Is that a pretty easy tip? I'm going to get a sip of water, y'all. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we're going to use our fingers and open the layers. So we're just literally going to lift up, lift up, lift up. I feel like I'm about to say lift off and lift up. Okay. And look at there. Half of the bow has already been fluffed. Isn't that amazing? All right, now let's do the other half. So I'm just going to rotate it so you can see it. Same thing. Take your fingers, lift up that layer, lift up, and lift up. And there we have it. So look there, y'all. Bow number 2 is all finished. And it's a matching bow. So would y'all like to see what this one would look like on the candlesticks? Let me know that and I'll go grab it real fast. Since I've already shown you on a lantern, let me know if you want to see what this one looks like on the candlestick and I can grab it. Thank you, Mom. I love it too. So we have 2 coordinating bows. And when I tell you this canvas ribbon is very durable, it's holding its shape very nicely. See how I can take my fingers and just arch it right there. See that? All right, Miss Kathy is saying yes. All right, let's do it then. I'll go grab the candlestick and I'll be right back. Y'all keep chatting in the comments, okay? And I'll be right back. I see we have 12 people here. Y'all, I'm so excited. So thank you for those who are sprinkling the light out. If you want to send it out real quick, if you haven't done so, let them know we're getting ready to decorate this bow. I would love that, y'all. I'll be right back, okay? All right, y'all. I hope I didn't take too long. Hey, Michelle. Michelle, I saw your beautiful designs. I just hadn't taken a moment to comment. Those are beautiful. Thank you for being here. We have 14 people. Y'all did something while I was gone. Thank you. All right, so we added our first bow to a lantern. I wanted you to see what that would look like. And then I told you I would grab my candles because this is what I like to use. I keep these on our fireplace mantle. And let me see. I think I have batteries still in them. I haven't turned it on in a minute. It's coming on. There we go. All right, you probably can't see, but I did turn it on. Let me go closer. Can y'all see that? And it's moving. Hey, Simone is here. It's like the flameless candle. And I tell you what, let me turn the light out for a second. I'll do that after we're done. Y'all getting so excited. Okay. All right, so this is what I like to do. I'm going to turn it towards me for just a second. So I like to go right here underneath. Want to make sure I did it right. And this is all I do, y'all. I take one of these bows and I go right here underneath the base of my candlestick, give it a couple of twists on the back, just like so. And then I double check my layers, make sure my loops are still open and fluffed the way that I like them. So you can imagine having two of these. I have one on each side, and it's an easy way to decorate. It instantly elevates my family room, and just by putting a bow on it, just like that. So what do y'all think about that? So that's adding a bow. And I promised you I'd turn the lights out. Let me see if I can turn the light out so you can see the candle. And I may have to hold it because it's kind of tall. So let me see. Is that any better? I'm going to put it down for just a second so you can see it. And let me zoom in like that. And hold on, y'all. Let me turn my overhead lights out. Hold on. Let me bend down. Turn them out. So can y'all see the candle now? And see how it's moving and glowing? It only moves when I turn it on. So let me try putting it back on the candlestick real quick. So just like that. So what do y'all think? Let's give us some light. Turn the lights back on. And it's beautiful at night. I mean, you can turn the candles on in the daytime too, but especially at night, it's just a beautiful way to elevate your home decor. Thank you. These are the flameless candles. I may have a link for them. Let me look. I may have an affiliate link. I can look real quick, Donzel. I'm going to slide this up some. There we go, so y'all can still see them. So, do y'all like decorating with it that way on the lantern and then also the candlesticks? And I will grab the link for this bow too. I did add that to the shop. I'll take pictures after the live is over. So let me grab that link first. All right, and then I was going to look. And I have so many of these candles, but these are my favorite. They're the flameless LED candles. And it's like an ivory color, and it has a smell. You can smell the ivory. It smells so good. All right, let me give you my affiliate link for these. I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on. And they come in different sizes and different colors. Like at Christmas time, I have a red one. I have an orange one for fall. So yeah. All right. So here is the link for my favorite candle. Okay, I just added it. Hopefully you see it popping up in the comments. That's a link to it on Amazon. And let me see what the size of this one is in case you're curious. This one is about 6 inches tall. And I think that's the one I grabbed the link for. Let me look again. Actually, I gave you the one that's a little smaller, and I have this one. So it's a little smaller, but that link will take you to the 6-inch, and you can even get a 4-pack of the small ones. And I didn't know that. That's awesome. It comes with a remote control. So once you turn the candle on, I have it set to the on position, and then I just use the remote to power it off. So I never have to walk around and touch the candles. I just go straight to all of the places. I even have one in a lantern in the family room. It's perfect for holding a candle, but also putting a bow on. So yeah, so you should have all of those links now. What do y'all think about that? Is that pretty cool? So I've given you the link to my favorite candle, but also to these bows. My mom even has the candles too. She loves them after she saw mine. I had to get her some. All right, y'all. What do y'all think about this today? Has this been fun? And I even added at the start of the live the link to this shirt, which is in my shop. So if that's something you want to check out as well, you absolutely can. All right, what questions do you all have? I hope you have enjoyed our live today. I always enjoy when we have an opportunity to hang out and chat a bit and find out what's going on with you all. We have lots of things going on. I'm hoping next month for July, guess what? We always have our Christmas in July, y'all. So we're gearing up for that, and I am so excited. I'm working on some new things. That's all I'm going to say for right now. So you'll have to come back on Tuesday. And it's Tuesday, July 1st. I think it is. So I guess we'll be doing something for Christmas. So I can't wait to see you back. Remember, we go live every Tuesday and Saturday at 5:30 Eastern Time. And I look forward to seeing you all back on my page. Thanks, Miss Kathy. All right, do y'all have any questions? Anything else before we head out? I had a cute pineapple door hanger that I was supposed to grab for y'all and I forgot, but I will give you that link too in case you're looking for anything else in my shop that's pineapple related. So let me grab that. And then I think that's all I have. So if you're into pineapples, hey, Simone, I look forward to that. All right, here's a door hanger. If you need something to go on your door, that is the pineapple theme. And the link has been added right there. Thank you, Donzel. Awesome. All right, so I think that is it. So I have a couple of orders I'm going to work on. And that is it for tonight. So any other questions, comments before we head out, y'all? I'll wait just a few moments to make sure I'm not missing anything. Thank you, Donzel. Go back. All right, I don't see anything else. So I hope you all have an amazing night and stay cool as much as you can. And if there's anything that you need, I've given you all the links in the comments. And of course, you can always just head over to atofaith.com. So don't forget to go out and look for something good, because when you find that something good, you know you have found God. And remember, God's got me, God's got you, and we've got this. We're going to listen to my outro, my theme music that my brother created for me. And I'm so thankful for him. We call him the maestro. He is awesome on the keys. And I'm so thankful for Jerry Midas Hardison for blessing us with this theme song that I've been using for several years now. And so we're going to listen to this on the way out. And then I will see you all back on my page live on Tuesday. If you haven't yet subscribed, though, make sure if you're on YouTube, we're working hard, y'all, to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we're working to do it sooner. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so, okay? I'd love to have you as a member over there on YouTube. So ! YouTube. If you're on Facebook, that's the easy way to become a subscriber. And of course, if you're on YouTube, just click that subscribe button. All right. I love y'all so much. Have a great night, and I'll see you back Tuesday. Bye, everyone.